In our last video, I took you grocery shopping with me. So today I want to show you how I organize all those groceries that we bought to last a bit longer, especially fruits and vegetables in a small kitchen. These are just small habits that I do, but they always make a big difference in saving money. So if you are new, kindly subscribe. Every month I buy my tomatoes in bulk, so I do not wash my tomatoes so that I avoid moisture buildup when I store them. So the only thing that I do is to wipe all the dirty that I got from the market and keep them in a basket or in the fridge with paper below, so that the paper will absorb all the moisture from the tomatoes or from the container, and the tomatoes will extend shelf life. So it's a good tip that I can share with you, to use papers, or if you have kitchen towels, you can use them to put under the tomatoes so that they can absorb moisture. So this way they will last a bit longer. For carrots, I also buy in bulk. So I do not wash my carrots to reduce or prevent drawing moisture through this tip. So I better remove them. They will last for a month in the fridge. And again, I'll put a paper under the container that I'm using and keep them in the fridge. Then this month for fruits, we have grapes and blueberries and apples. So for grapes and blueberries, I put papers in the containers. Then I also don't wash, since we are going to use them sparingly throughout in some recipe. So I don't want them to mold in the fridge. So I put the paper underneath and remove all the grapes that are going bad, so that I can keep my grapes long in the fridge, as well as blueberries. I also do the same. I will only wash all these blueberries once I'm using them. For lettuce, cabbage, I always wrap in cling film so that we can extend shelf life. I always keep them in fridge. I'll only open once I want to use them. It's a good tip that I can share with you. If you have any other tips, kindly subscribe and let us know in the comment section. Last time for cabbage, we cut in half, but this time, since I have got another one in the fridge, I'm just going to wrap this one to last a bit long. For lemons, I keep some outside the fridge, but majority of it I keep in the fridge for freshness. Then bell peppers, this time, last time we froze the bell peppers and it worked well, but this time I'm going to show you another tip that I do. I will wipe my bell peppers gently, and this time I only bought 4, so I'm going to wrap each individual bell pepper and then store in the fridge. When I'm using the bell peppers, I'm going to use 1 bell pepper at a time so that they'll extend shelf life. Then for ginger, I bought fresh ginger this time, but unfortunately they are quite small, so I'm going to wash all the ginger and dry them so that I can keep them in a lunch box and keep them in the fridge to extend shelf life. I don't want them to dry completely. For normal groceries, I've used my small kitchen baskets. to organize my toiletries, my bakings, and all the things that are needed in the kitchen. So using baskets in a small kitchen can keep things peaceful and tidy. So that is what I'm doing. And remember, it's a small kitchen that you are working with, and you want things to be very simple but tidy. So I also have a small cloth. You guys, one of you mentioned that I need to cover up that area. Thank you so much, I really appreciate. So finally I'm using a small cloth to cover up, and then our kitchen will look nice. So as for juices, I use 2 jug to dilute the juices. So this raspberry was from last time. I'm diluting it, as well as our current peach juice. Imagine, can you see that we rotate some juices so that my kids will get to taste the juices throughout the course of the year. So we are diluting it for portion control and for convenience when people want to drink juice. So let's finish up with organizing our baskets. And as for soy sauce, this time we bought soy sauce. I've got a small jar to put soy sauce, and the remainder I'll put in the baskets. For eggs, I gently put into egg organizer, and you need to make sure that you're not breaking them and keep them in the kitchen. So the remainder I will put in my container and put in the fridge for later use. Then I love to separate my apples, because can you imagine putting all this basket on top of the table? Everybody will be just grabbing. So to minimize all that, I will just put 5, and the rest I will put in a dark place in the cabinet. Then I'm separating my peanut butter. I'm just dividing it to reduce wastage and spoilage. Can you imagine using all the peanut butter from this 2 liter? We'll be like, we have all the peanut butter that we want, so why can't we just use it? So to avoid spoilage, and we need to keep it nice, safe, and clean somewhere else. Then I also got semp. I will put it right here, as well as our sorghum mealie meal. Then I will mix the rest of sorghum mealie meal and white, so that we can have the balance of nutrition and taste, since it's new to my children. So red rice, this is what we have, as well as white rice. So we are measuring on red rice. Then let's cover up our cabinet and make sure everything is looking tidy and clean. Thank you so much to my subscriber who suggested this. I loved the idea, and look at it now, you can't see anything. Then for kids snacks, I bought Malays and Yum Yum. So I love to put them in a cooler box on top of the fridge, so that we avoid temptations and we stick to our snack schedule. Yeah, so this is how our fridge is looking. And in our next video, we are going to do proper meal planning using what we already have. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let me know your comment where we need to adjust and everything. But I'm loving this simple living, very peaceful and tidy. And I love this, all about organization, especially if you have a small kitchen. Mention some of the things that you do to these things. So yeah, see you in our next interesting video of meal planning and meal preparation, where we are going to boil our round nuts, beans, and see how best we can manage some and everything. Make sure we are eating healthy, nutritious, but on a budget. So yeah guys, see you later. Now that everything is sorted out, in our next video I'm going to share with you our simple June meal plan, and it's full of really nutritious meals that we're going to do together, and I can't wait to share that with you. It's really easy to create a simple meal plan, especially after organizing your groceries. Now you know what is there, and let me know, have you ever tried meal plan in your life? How was it? For me, it's really saving me a lot of time, feeling good all the time, and I'm always ahead of time because of meal planning. So if you find this video really helpful, let me know what you think. Please comment, and I want you to let me know how you make your cooking oil last a month, and how many bottles do you use. So my answer is going to be in the comment section. So until in our next video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, make sure you like the video, and don't forget to share. So guys, bye, and I love you so much.